Welcome to PREREG Shortcuts. Hello everyone, thank you all for tuning in this evening for an amazing Q&A session. Just want to start out as always giving a special shout out to Ezra. Ezra was the first person to be on here. Ezra Elbow Daddy. Wow, Elbow Daddy. Ganesh Arudra, how are you? Halima, how are you? Teja in the house. Good evening to all of you. So before we start, I just want to say something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of you that logged in first and wrote, hey, all of you, I'm going to give all of you free books. All of you have just won a free copy of the book I spoke about, Tips on How to Pass a PREREG Exam. Ezra, Ganesh, Halima, Teja, all 4 of you have just won a book. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget what you have to do. What you have to do, just to let you know. And a few more of you are going to win at the end. But those of you, just because you got here on time early, just because you typed hello very early, just because of that, you have won yourself amazing copies of this book, which can literally transform your life. So I've got Ezra. So all you have to do is email bnfcoach@gmail.com. Right? bnfcoach@gmail.com. I'll be expecting your emails. There's just 4 of you. I'm going to write that down. Ezra, Ganesh, Halima, Teja. Teja, Ganesh, Halima, Ezra. All 4 of you send an email to this email, ASAP, and just write the free book. And you will receive a copy of your free book. Well done to all of you that can go here early, that logged in, that sent a message. Because of that, you get a reward for that. For all of you, those that haven't wanted the book, don't worry about it. There will still be opportunities at the end of this session. So those of you that are here for the first time, is there anyone that's in the Q&A session for the first time? Let me give a special shout out to everyone. President Franklin, you just missed that group of 4. President Franklin just missed it by 1. President Franklin, but I'm going to remember you. You will probably get something if you hang on there. Keshmesh is in the house. How are you, Keshmesh? Soban Chinta is right on there. Badria's here. Teacher Nondo watching all the way from Zambia. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Can everyone tell me, just tell me where you are dialing in from today? What town, what country, what planet? Where are you dialing in from today? Just let me know. Let me know. We've got Teacher Nondo from Zambia, all the way from Zambia. Where is everyone dialing in from today? So let's see what we've got. Where are you dialing in from today? President Franklin says, oh, don't worry, President Franklin, you will have a chance. Ezra is all the way from Durham. How are you, Ezra? Well done for tuning in today. Keshmesh is from Mars. I know you're from Mars, Keshmesh. I told you you were from Mars. Ganesh, Southampton. Fantastic. Lovely down there in Southampton. Shoban is from London. London. Yes, Shoban. Welcome from London. Amazing everyone from different places. Mark says, Abdi, giving you a shout out as a pharmacist by PREREG Shortcuts. Wow! Abdi is just on here just to say to all of you, hey, listen, guys, join the PREREG Shortcuts course. This is amazing. Thank you so much, Abdi. Thank you so much for saying that. If you're interested in the course, remember, February, we are kicking off with the popular combo course. All of you that missed this course in October, it is back again. February, at the start of February, we're going to start the combo course. So if you're interested, you want to experience what everyone's experienced, you want to take your knowledge to the next level, then the link is in the description. Click on that link, go to the website, enroll on that course today, and there'll be so much good stuff for you. And Morgan in the house from Nottingham. Wow, Halima is from Nottingham as well. Big up to the Nottingham crew. And Morgan and Halima doing their thing. Great stuff. So Q&A sessions, you guys know how we roll. Mondays, we have the high-risk draws. Thursday is just for you to ask any questions that you have. Any questions, I'm here for you. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to make sure that I can give you all the support, all the resources, all the knowledge, all the skills, all the strategies, all the techniques that will help you smash your exam and become a fantastic pharmacist. Big up to Sherwood in the house, all the way from London, from London. Big up all these London people coming on here. Great stuff. London Massive, Nottingham, Southampton, we're all having fun. So, any questions, please ask. I just want to show you something. Should I show you this? Let me show you this. So, how many of you are doing the exam? How many of you are doing the exam in next year, next summer? How many of you are sitting the all-important GPHC exam? So for the 4 people that logged in here early, please email me and I will send you your copies of the book. So who is doing the exam in next year in the summer, right? June, July, whatever date we get. So I've got Badria Khalifa. How are you, Badria? Great to have you on here with us tonight. Badria is doing the exam. Ganesh has done the exam already. You have done the exam. Wow. Ezra is doing the exam. Great stuff. Franklin's asking a question. President Franklin, is the MEP part of the combo course? It isn't. So the combo course is 2 courses, Franklin. You've got the calculations course and you've got the clinical. But the good news is, if you enroll on the combo course, then you got massive discounts on the MEP course. So MEP course is normally £148. But if you get the combo course, then you only get the MEP for £99. Such great value for money. This course is about 8 weeks long, so intense. Many people with Uma is amazing. Many people just pass MEP. They don't even use your MEP book. Just from the course, that's enough. So great stuff. If you're interested in the MEP, definitely once on the combo course, you get a discount on that as well. Okay. So those of you in the exam, let me just show you a very quick thing. I'm going to tell you something today. You can ask your questions. I'm going to answer your questions definitely. But in the meantime, before I answer your questions, I just want to give you a little tip that can help you. So your success depends on your plan, right? It's important you have a plan and strategy from the beginning, from now. Have a plan on how you're going to succeed. Failing to plan is planning to fail. So you want to have a plan, a revision plan, how you're going to cover and the time frames when you're going to cover each area that you're meant to learn. So your calculations, for example, your clinical stuff, your OTC stuff, your MEP, you need to have a plan. Why is this important? Because when you have a plan, then you're going to be in control and you can work at a good pace and you're going to have a lot more confidence. You're going to have a better understanding and you have a very, very high chance, the highest chance of passing the exam if you begin with a structure. So don't just start jumping left, right, center. Don't just get over, because you will get overwhelmed. But having a plan will stop you from getting overwhelmed, will stop you from becoming so anxious as time goes on, but you will definitely be in control. So if you want to be in control and you want to be prepared for that exam and you want to cover everything at a good, steady pace with pure understanding so that you do extremely well, then my advice to you will be your first step is to have a plan. How many of you have got a good plan for yourself? If you don't have a plan, just put 0. That means you don't really have a plan. Like, I need to make a plan. Marvin, I really don't know where to start. If you have a good plan, you've got that structured from today, tomorrow, you know what you're doing next week, and after all the way to the exam, put a yes, even though you put 0. So those of you putting zeros, like Ganesh has got 0, Third has got 0. Astrid, how are you, Astrid? Astrid's put 0. Isabel Sharma, how are you, Isabel? Ezra 0. So my advice to all of you, the best I could tell you now is you need to have a plan. It is the first step to success. The first step to success is to plan what you're going to do. And it's going to save you so much time. It's going to save you so much stress. And it's going to give you so much confidence following a good plan. So I'm going to just show you guys this. This is obviously those on the combo course that we do. We'll normally give them a plan. I always follow a plan when I teach, because again, the reason why I do that is just to help you understanding and to give you the confidence. So you have a little checklist. So I'm just going to show you very quickly what your plan should look like. So Ganesh, Teja, Astrid, Isabel, I'll just show you a very quick plan if that shares. So what you want, just in a very quick nutshell, this is what I use, and this is something that could help. So is this sharing? If that's sharing, please type 1. If that's sharing clearly, please type a 1 if you can see that clearly on your screen. Please type 1 and make sure you can see that. What is the better way of planning for an exam? Okay, so this is what I'm going to show you. Can you guys all see that sharing? Give me a 1 if you can see that. Great stuff. So just very quickly, what you want to do at the start, before you even start your revision, you want to have a plan. So this is an example of a plan that I use. So the first thing you do, there's so much to learn. And if you don't have a plan, you're going to get overwhelmed with so much information. You're not going to know where to start. You're not going to know how to simplify stuff. So what we do is you start off with your first chapters of the BNF, which are called your preliminary chapters. So all of these, there's an important part, BNF changes and updates. So if you open your BNF at the beginning of the BNF, there is a section that talks about updates. Updates are important because they tend to come up in your exam. So definitely want to learn your updates. You don't have many pages, and there are not so many updates, but there are a few important ones that you definitely have to learn. Guidance on prescribing, most of these other things that you see here, emergency supply, we do cover those in your MEP course. So still in your preliminary chapters at the beginning, a lot of the things like prescription writing, your CD, your controlled drugs, most of those are part of your MEP. But other important things that tend to come up in your exam from that chapter, many students forget, they neglect to study that chapter, but you get a lot of questions in the exam from there. So another place where you get questions is adverse reactions. So your adverse reactions, you get those, you have the numbers to know about the ratios, what is common, what is less common, and all of those on the preliminary chapters. You also have things like medicines optimization that is becoming more and more popular. And so you need to know definitions of antimicrobial stewardship. All of these are in your preliminary chapters. They also tend to ask you a lot of questions on, say, things like hypoglycemia, for instance, and you have a very good section in that chapter. So prescribing in children, hepatic impairment, renal impairment, pregnancies. This is just an example. I'm just showing you a plan. So what you do is once you have this plan, all you have to do is on the side, you just have to tick off. So anytime you read something, so if I said to myself today, my exam is in July, I've got a plan, I'm going to go through those changes, the most important changes, and I'm just going to tick those off in that order. Good thing is on the combo course, we give you all of this stuff already. So you don't have to make those notes yourself. It's already done for you. So all you have to do is just read them. Okay, so then you go into your sports. So you can see on there, you've got drug and sports. So these as well, medical emergencies, interactions, appendix, high rating, you need to know your interactions. You need to know those interactions. You always get questions in your exam on interactions. The most important are appendix 1 and appendix 3. So appendix 1 are your interactions. They're high rating, so they'll always come up in your exam. While appendix 3, you're looking at cautionary labels, especially with chapter 5 infections. You definitely need to know your cautionary labels. They do ask questions as well on cautionary labels. Everyone should do some first aid training. You also get questions in your exam on first aid. So your companies will normally arrange some sort of training there or some sort of first aid training for you. Law and ethics, UMA does all of these. So a lot of things, especially your controlled drugs, loads of questions. So make sure that you cover that. This is a good plan to go through and take it off. Then your calculations, we have 12 different types of calculations. You want to learn all of these and you learn them through practice. With calculations, it's all about practice. Practice makes perfect. The more you do something, the better you get, right? So calculations, there's no other way. You just have to do those questions and learn all these different calculations, these different types of calculations. So once you do them, for instance, if you do doses at those regiments, you need to take that off. Then you give yourself a couple of days. You're going to do dosage and unit conversions, do questions. So everything is organized for you. And the good thing is once you start ticking things off, you get more and more confident because you can see you're getting better, you're progressing. You can see an end to everything. Pediatrics, you always go up to about 20% of questions in your exam come from pediatrics. Like asking a lot of questions on rashes, on ibuprofen doses, paracetamol doses. All of those come in every exam. So This is a list of some of the most important rashes that you need to learn, right? So again, if you read about chickenpox and you've learned chickenpox, take it off. So important, all the way down to paracetamol and ibuprofen doses. Then you go into therapeutic chapters. So this is where you have up to about 65 to up to even 70% of questions in your exam are going to be on high-risk drugs. So insulins, antihypertensives, antidiabetics, chemotherapy, anticoagulants. This is what we've been doing on the combo course anyway. All of these things, you have those, you make your notes and you tick them off. But it shows you exactly, you have a plan of everything. You have that visual representation of exactly what you need to do. Like now, if you don't have a plan, then you wouldn't know how much you have to do. Then so you don't know how to allocate your time. But if you had a plan, you can see exactly how much you have to do, and then you go through it. So this example of my plan, so I go through each of the chapters. These are all your 16 chapters of the BNF: cardiovascular, respiratory, nervous system, infections, all of these. Go through all of these and you take them off as you go off. So you have all those topics that we cover in detail anyway. So as soon as you cover one, for example, if I went to fluids and electrolyte imbalances, once you've done calcium imbalance, hypercalcemia, you tick that off. The most important electrolytes that normally come up in your exam, potassium. So if I went on there, potassium, hyperkalemia, hypokalemia, sodium as well. I tell people this, sodium is so important. Potassium comes up a lot. Magnesium comes up as well, especially when it comes to your PPIs. So these are important ones, right? Not exhaustive, but these are some of the most important ones that come up a lot. Calcium, potassium, sodium, magnesium. The big four. And then your metabolic disorders, all of this, go through all of this. As soon as you go through, you tick these off. All the way, you can see all of that has been organized for you, plus you have all the notes on the combo course sorted for you. So once you go through all of that, I have here at the bottom, these are like learning points from the GPHC. So when you do your revision, you need to go onto that GPHC website. They have a lot of learning points. They have areas where students have failed in the previous exams. And then what I have here are where most of the questions come from in your exam. So it's just like the final touch. So once you've read everything, you come back here and then you sort of focus on these, put more energy, more effort, more time on these, because you have a higher chance of getting questions from this. So for instance, paracetamol, ibuprofen doses, you always get them. That's a standard. Always get that question. MHRA, drug safety updates, those come up as well. Principles of route of administration of vinca alkaloids. So all of these here are things that generally come up a lot in all those chapters that I've gone through. So it's quite a long list, but what you want to do is start early. And that's what I'm saying. When you have something like that, then what you do now is, I've got my plan. I've got a visual representation of how much I need to cover. I have enough time between now and say June or July. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the top or from the bottom, wherever you want to start, but you start ticking it off. What that does, it gives you so much confidence. It gives you so much control. It makes you feel better. And this is the secret. To me, the secret to succeed is to start early with a good plan. That's it. Good plan, start early, good notes, game over. Right? Good plan, start early, good notes, game over, people. So I just want to show you that quickly. It's taking some time, but let me see your questions. Is the combo course updated with the BNF? Always updated. And is the MEP updated to yes? So every year I've got to update the notes, because it is what it is. The BNF changes all the time, doesn't it? So every time we update it, even because you have electronic BNF that changes even all the time. So sometimes even when we started the course, if there is an update, say if something happens yesterday, a new update, then we need to update the notes. So you're always updating your notes because these things change. Not a lot. You don't get so many changes, but then yes, you do get frequent changes that you have to definitely stay on top of. But yes, once we registered how long we have access to the videos, I'm going for September exam. So the videos, you have access for 4 months. And I guess what's going to happen, obviously we're starting in February. We don't have a date yet for the exam, June or July. So it's normally 4 months, but say if the exam was later, then we will probably give you an extra month before the exam. So it's either 4 months. So we're hoping that from February, if you start in February, that's going to take you all the way to the exam. But it's 4 months access until the exam. You could also have extra access if you wanted to. So if someone was doing in September, you could still enroll in February. So at least you have a plan, you have everything, you have all the notes. And then if you wanted to carry on further, you could still pay about half price of that course because you already bought the course previously. You have a massive discount on that, but that will give you another 4 months. So you could eventually get about 8 months access to the course, which will be great. If I was in September, I'll tell the truth, if I was in my exam in September, I'll definitely want to even start now. In February, I'll definitely want to start in February, 100%. Just like if you're doing it in July, in October, you want to start even now, because the earlier you start, the better. You've seen the plan that I showed you guys, right? It's quite a lot, but you want to do this at a steady pace, because when you're not in a rush, you understand things better. When you don't have that pressure of like, oh gosh, I only got 1 month left, I've got to learn this, I've got to learn that. This time you have everything steady. Take your time, enjoy. If you've got questions, do past papers, every single thing in that sort of order, and you'll be fine. You'll be great. That's the secret. That's literally the secret to pass. What we got on the combo course, I love it. And thank you, Tiona. Tiona, very kind of you to just come on here and just drop your experience. So Tiona says she's on the combo course currently and she is loving it. And I'm loving working with you, Tiona. I'm loving working with you and having you on the combo course, because it's just fantastic. I get so much energy from all of you. Tiona, at when are sitting for? I don't understand that question. Tiona, at when are you sitting for? I guess when are you sitting the exam? When are you sitting? Okay, Tiona is doing it in July, June, July. Okay, started the combo course in October. So it's so good. And if Tiona wanted, for instance, she will have access for 4 months, but she could also have an extension if she wanted. She could get an extension to have another 4 months, and that would take her all the way. So she'll probably have that many months preparing in advance for the exam. And there you go. That's the secret. Keshmesh, so it's not too late to start. I haven't even touched the BNF. Of course, it's not too late to start. It's definitely not too late to start. You have people that start about 2 months before the exam and still pass, but that's not why I'm not going to advise that. But it's not too late. That's why we said October is very early, is a good time, but February is a good time as well. Many people, probably about 70% of students, will start revising from February, after January anyway. Most people start then, but they'll panic as well, and we don't want you to panic. So that's why we say start early. But starting in February is still a very good time for you to learn and to make a difference. How much is this course? We have the link down there. If you click on the link in the description, it will take you straight to the website, and you can see the cost of it and the discount. Everything's on there. So if you click on the link in the description, take you to combo course, and you can book a free call and we can talk to you about it. Also speak to me or something. I'll give you any answer any questions you have. Do we get materials on top of the videos? So the videos, you get loads of materials. So what happens is we don't give out the notes because of plagiarism and sort of copyright reasons, but everything is in a video format. They are actually, I don't know if you guys have watched Ganesh. I don't know if you watch some of my YouTube videos. It's literally in that sort of format where we have PowerPoints, but it's all recorded. And then what happens is we have a Telegram group, and in the Telegram group, there's so much material on there that you can literally print out, right? Summary sheets and all sorts on there. So many links, so many files that you can print off and yes, use those. But generally, most people will make notes from the notes, or I don't know, take some photos or whatever you want to do. Anne Morgan, lovely Anne. If MR oxycodone is given instead of immediate release oxycodone, what are the side effects? If you give MR oxycodone instead of immediate release, I don't know if it's as much as side effects as well, so that it's the same drug. So I wouldn't think more that you'll get any different side effects, but what you might get is just a delay, right? Because obviously with your immediate release, you're getting immediate release of the medication. But an MR is slowly, right? Isn't it? It's a slow release of the medication. So it wouldn't be more of a side effect, but it will be if someone is used to getting an immediate release, they literally get an immediate release of the pain. And if you're going to take an MR, then you may not get the same effect. It may be over time. So that's why it's not more of a side effect that you get, but more about the release and the effect of this medication in terms of managing the pain. Okay, so how does it affect pain management? It's similar, but it's just slower, right? So I would say probably an immediate release. An immediate release of an opioid, you're probably, yes, you're going to get the pain. You're going to get a relief more instant than a slow release. And with most of the time, With some patients, depends. Some patients probably prefer like immediate release because they take it more often. But with slow release, it will just affect the pain in the sense that you're not going to get that instant release. You're not going to get that instant relief. So it may not manage the pain as quick like you're used to if you're always taking an immediate release. You may find it different in that sense. Okay, so it's more about the time that it takes to reach its peak to produce, to relieve that pain. It'll be slower with modified release compared to an immediate release. Yeah, so that question answered. Is the exam usually in September or November? So obviously with the pandemic, it's affected a lot of things. Previously, it was normally in September, but due to the pandemic, they had to do it in November. So we don't really know what's going to happen now. We don't know if maybe if things are better, they might go back to how they normally used to do it, or they might just stick to November. So it all depends. November was just due to the delays due to the pandemic, which I'm not really expecting to have the same thing. Right, so I think this year it might be September. However, they're still not even giving us the date yet for the summer, which is normally like June. So based on that, we will then know when the winter exam will be. What is the Telegram ID? So with the Telegram group, this is like a family. I call it a Telegram family because we are a family in PREREG Shortcuts. We work on that ethos, work on those values that support each other. And also that's why on the combo course, we also have like a money back guarantee, because if you pass, we pass together. If you're unsuccessful, we are unsuccessful together. So we rather give you money back and then support you the best we can. But so the Telegram group, you join it for life. So it doesn't matter. Once you join the Telegram group, you're going to be part of our family. But to join it, you need to be on the combo course. So once you enroll on the combo course, you will then automatically be enrolled as part of the Telegram family. At the moment, we have over 670 people on there. And then even when you're pharmacists, we have the pharmacy group. And yes, it's just part of the family, continuous support. We've got events coming up for family members and things. And so it's a community. It's a lifelong community. Astrid, Marvin, do a lot of OSPAP students pass the exams. Those that have been on our course, yes. The ones that I know that have come through OSPAP on my course have all passed the exams. And they're very good. I have there's another one that I just worked with. I did private sessions with her. And she's just done the exam, so she's waiting for her results. But most of the ones that worked with, they have passed the exams. So it shouldn't be a problem. Again, it's just about how much work you put into it and how much time. So the earlier you start, the better for you. Thanks from Anne Morgan. I love seeing Anne on there. Anne is always here. Great person. Rehan Malik. How can we memorize BNF for long? Is there any special technique? So this is exactly what I'm saying. That is a common question. It's a very, very good question, Rehan. Very good question that everyone's always asking. And I always do this with my private groups, with our combo course. Imagine the combo course, most of the time in a year, we have over 400 students. So I see all these questions. And so if you're talking about memorizing, the best way to think about how do you memorize things, the first key to memorizing is repetition. You cannot beat repetition. When people ask me how do I memorize something, the more you see something, the more it sticks to your brain. It's that easy. That's the first key. So repetition, and that's why I say start early, because you only get that repetition when you start early. The many people that don't pass the exam or they forget stuff simply because they've only read it once and they've not had time and it's exam time. But say, for instance, those that have been reading since October and have gone through BNF, the more you go through something, you read and the same thing over and over again, the better that's going to be for your memory. Then we have other things that we use which are so good, and I do that throughout the course notes. And so those on the course can testify. Loads of mnemonics. Mnemonics are so good. You need to have mnemonics because when you have so much information to learn, mnemonics are good because they help you remember things easily, not only for your exam, but even when you're a pharmacist and for life. So I've got some mnemonics that I made that are still in my head. I learned this about 10 years ago, right? And they're still in my head because they just stick. So using mnemonics, repetition, so reading over and over again. So start early, keep going through things. Using mind maps. Mind maps are probably the most effective tool in helping your memory. Mind maps. Because mind maps combine all the things that people use, right, to remember stuff. For example, Mind maps use the power of pictures. A picture is 1,000 words or 1,000,000 words or whatever it is, right? So pictures are a good way to improve your memory. So some people, if you draw something, you have a picture of something, that represents a lot, right? So to improve your memory of BNF, have pictures in your mind, use pictures, and then color. So many people, just like you used to do at university, right? Highlights. Some people use highlights, you color stuff. Mind maps use colors as well. So they use colors, they use pictures, which have been shown to be the best way for people to remember stuff. They use keywords. So if you take your BNF, for instance, there's so many things to learn, but you use keywords that trigger other words. So our brains work by association. So it's like a network. If you think about your brains like your nerves, they're like networks. So they connect points together. So your brain is not going to remember a massive passage, but it's going to remember a keyword, and that keyword will trigger something else. Right? So when you're learning, so your notes have to be in keywords. So a keyword for something could be, I'll just give you an example. Again, like yesterday, we had we're doing the endocrine system with the group on our course, and one of the things was, what are the side effects of corticosteroids? Right, your corticosteroids. What are the side effects? So we have a mnemonic, right? The keyword is just diabetic bodybuilders are psychos that get stomach ulcers by eating broken bones. Okay, so diabetic bodybuilders are cycles that get stomach ulcers by eating broken bones. Right, so what does that mean? Diabetic, that means that glucocorticoids or your corticosteroids can cause hyperglycemia. They could cause diabetes, right? Just like bodybuilders, muscle wasting with corticosteroids. Cycles, they can cause psychiatric problems, right? They cause psychiatric problems. The cycles that eat broken bones. So broken bones, osteoporosis, one of the side effects of corticosteroids, osteoporosis. They could have stomach ulcers by eating these broken bones. One of the side effects, GI ulcers as well, with corticosteroids. So these are the sort of things that even when I learn, I use a lot of mnemonics because they just help you and they make life easy, and you can remember that stuff for life. So I hope that helps, but there's a lot more you could do. But look at mind maps, Rayhan, look at mind maps. They will help you. I would love the free book, Marvin. You're the best. You're a valuable student. Rabbi Malik, interesting. You love to have the free book. Okay, we'll see about that. But yes, I always give out a lot of free stuff to people because I just think that's what life is about, right? I just think they said the secret to living is giving. You guys heard about that? And I believe that. I honestly believe that the secret to living is giving. The more you give, the more you receive. It is what it is. You want to get more in your life, give more. It's that simple. Right? You want to get more love in your life, give out more love. You want to get more happiness, give more happiness. So it's just the way it is. It's just the way. If I want to get more satisfaction, I need to give out more satisfaction. If I want to get more of your energy coming to me, I need to give more of my energy to you. That's the way it works. Nicola, let's see. If someone started pre-reg at the end of September this year, okay, does that mean they would miss both June and September exam next year if there is a September exam? I don't understand that question. I don't know. I don't understand. If they started in September, so if you start in September, I'm guessing you would be doing it you should be able to do it in June, I think. Right? If you start or will you only do it in the winter, maybe in November? That's why I don't understand how it works now, because I said because of everything before, you just had 2 exams, right? You just had exam in the summer and you had the one in the winter. So if you started pre-reg like in July, then you do the July exam, June, July. If you started later on in September, October, then you do the later exam. So I'm guessing that's probably the same thing. So I don't know, when did most of you start your pre-reg? What month did you start it in? So if you start at the end of September, are you able to do it in the summer, or at least you'll be able to do it next year? So if it's not going to be in the summer, it's going to be in the winter. Great from Astrid says, great. Teacher Nando, is PrEP and PEP 100% effective? I don't understand that question. Is PrEP and PEP 100% effective? Sorry, I don't understand the question. Teacher, you've got to teach me what that question is. I don't understand what it is. Is PrEP and PEP 100% effective? I don't know. Share it. Love the way of revising. Yes, show it. Always good to see you on. Share it. Share it. Share it. Share it. Great to see you on there. Rehan, thanks so much. You're welcome. For nothing, Rehan. That's why I'm here. September ending started. I don't understand. If anyone knows the answer to that question, Nicole's question, I think the coach is asking this question. If anyone knows the answer to this question, please just type the answer in. Because I said, I don't know with the changes in GPH and everything going on, I'm not too sure how the cutoff times for different people. But yeah, great stuff. So any more questions, please ask if you have any more questions. So I'm here. Right, so it's almost time for us. But if you're interested, please click on the bottom of the link, join our combo course. It is an amazing course. Plus, you get money back guarantee. You actually have nothing to lose. Imagine someone came and said to you, listen, you buy this stuff, and if you fail, we give you your money back. And if you pass, it's the greatest investment you've ever done. Nothing to lose, which you're not going to fail, you're going to pass. If that wasn't the case, if we're not very sure, 100% sure about ourselves and what we're teaching you, then we're not going to give a money back guarantee. Most courses really don't do that. Just all right, that's it, you paid. If you fail, you're on your own. But no, we're like 100% sure about it, that we're ready to put my life on the line and say, I'll put in all this time, all this energy, all this weeks, all this support. And if you don't pass, give me your money back. No problem. No problem. Because I just want to see you pass. To me, that's the most important thing, is to see you pass. Then I'm happy, you're happy. Then we can celebrate together. You can go okay, so Ganesh says you can go for the September exam. All right. So I guess this is the end of the session. Now I'm going to give another free book, free copy. So those of you that want the copies of the book, please send me an email. So I'm going to do this randomly now to get the next people. Sure, Marvin, I'll be in for the course. It'll be great. It'll be great. You can see the course reviews as well, and tied up to you. No pressure from anybody. I'm not saying anyone has to join the course. Please don't feel like you have to. Many people do. Great pass rates that we have. Each year, so many students join the course. And yes, you can see all the reviews on there, open there for you to see. And the ultimate decision is yours at the end. Right, let's see who's going to win. Wow, let's see who's going to win. Who's going to win? I like your videos, especially the way you explain things from Suban. Thank you, Suban Chinta. Thank you. It means a lot. It means a lot because when I get that feedback, I only think, you know what, let me try to make it better. So thanks for letting me know that. Great. Right, so I've got a few names and you guys could send me a message. I'm going to give you 3 people, 3 names I've just picked out randomly. If I'm not calling them, don't worry, because I do this all the time. Most of you know on Monday, we have high risk Mondays. You will win something as well. Every time, just log in here for the live session, and that's your chance to win. So President Franklin has won, right? So President Franklin, send me an email. Send me an email because President Franklin jumped in and he just missed. It was like the 5th person on there, and I gave it to the first 4. So President Franklin, absolutely, yes, yes, yes. You are going to have a free copy. Send me an email. Second person, definitely I'm going to get one too. Share it. You've won something. Share it. Always here, always been there, always coming forward, and always helping. If any of you are on LinkedIn, all right, is anyone on LinkedIn or is anyone on Instagram? Type a yes if you've got an Instagram account, a LinkedIn account, or a Facebook account. So share it, send us an email. Send us an email to BNF at what's that? BNF coach, sorry. BNF coach gmail.com. Okay, and just put free book. So send us an email, share it, and the President Franklin. Send an email to this bnfcoach at gmail.com. Mention your name. I have all your names written down here already, so I'll send just those that have won. So send that, and then we'll sort out. So the next challenge to give you guys the next, this is going to be it, because that was it. I was going to go, that's it, done. That's it, done. But I'm going to give it out to anyone that has got a social media, right? If you've got Instagram, if you've got LinkedIn, whichever one you've got, Facebook. If you go on there now or after this and you put a post on, so listen, right? If you put a post, so you post PREREG shortcuts, you got our website, www.preregshortcuts.com, easy, it's in the link. If you take that link and you post this link on your page, it could be Instagram or what, post that link on your page, and refer PREREG shortcuts. If you put I refer PREREG shortcuts and then you copy me into it, add Marvin so that I can see, I will send you a free copy. That's easy, isn't it? That is like so easy. So if you're on here, you got Instagram, go for Instagram. I don't use Instagram as much, so go for Instagram. If you're on Instagram and you put that link on the PREREG shortcuts, put the website, copy me into it, add Marvin or add PREREG shortcuts. Then once I have that notification, send me a message, and then I will send you a copy of the book. How is that? So I said, sorry, tell again, please. So all I'm saying is go to, okay, this is www.preregshortcuts.com. This is just because I just want to give this away. I just think you guys are so great. So go to this. Is that typing? Okay. So that's it. www.preregshortcuts.com. That's the website. Take this website and put that on your social media page. It could be Instagram, it could be Facebook. Put that on your social media page and copy me onto it. Right? Copy me so that I can see the message. And if you have us on your social media page, I will send you a copy of the book. Deal? That's all you have to do, and you'll get a copy of the book. That's easy. Teacher Nondo, unfortunately, I cannot answer this question because it's not really something I know of. I mean, I normally obviously focus on the BNF and the questions from the exam. I don't think this is part of. Is it 100% effective in relation to prevention? Actually, no, I don't know. It's a very specialist area about this, and this would definitely not even come up with any question in the exam, but I don't know. Obviously, I want you guys to ask questions, but perhaps I wasn't as specific. Perhaps I just did a Q&A, and some people may think, I know you're all the way from Zambia. I know some people might think, ask any question, but no, sorry, I was just referring to questions in relation to your foundation year, in relation to your revision for the GPH exam, anything along those lines. I've written the website incorrectly. PREREG. Oh, yeah, I have. Thank you, Keshmesh. Keshmesh is on it. Keshmesh, just for that, you should get a book, isn't it? PREREG shortcuts. www.preregshortcuts.com. Thank you, Keshmesh. Thank you. I need people like you, Keshmesh. Can you please give the email address so that we can email you regarding enrolling to the combo course? So if you want to enroll to the combo course, you don't need to email us. There is a link in the description of this video. You could click on the link and you could enroll on the combo course. If you have any questions on our website, which is this website, you can book a free consultation. Even tomorrow, you could talk to me. Right? If you have any questions about the combo course, like you're interested, just for the combo course, you may be interested in enrolling, and you've got a few questions, and you want to speak to me or a member of my team, all you have to do is go on the website and book a free consultation. It'll be a free 15-minute call, and I'll answer all your questions. Or a member of my team is going to answer any of the questions that you have to make sure that you're clear and that it's the perfect fit for you. All right. If you wanted to buy the course, then you don't need to send us an email. You can just click on the link in the description of this video. There's a link that's going to take you to the website and straight to the course, and you can enroll. Is that clearer, Theja? So you could either just, book a call, or if you just wanted to email and even find out questions, this is another email. If you wanted to ask questions by email, about the course, then you email that, gpc@gmail.com. So this is for emails regarding the course. More clear, great stuff, Theja. Thank you so much. So thank you all so much. Have a lovely evening. Remember, high risk Mondays. We're going to be back here on Monday. Those of you on the combo course already, we've got a class on Sunday. So have a great time. Have a great week. Thank you, all of you, and I look forward. How many of you enjoyed the session today? If you enjoyed the session, give me one, give me one, give me one. I'm expecting emails from all of you that have won something, and those of you that want to win something, that won this book as well. All you have to do is get on that social media, post that website on there, copy me in so that I know you've posted it, and then send me your email, and I will send you a copy as well. Take care, everyone, and have a great evening. I look forward to seeing all of you soon. Bye.